This is Jim in the shop. And this is video today. I usually haven't done any introductions. This is going to be what I call slop in the shop today. I'm just going to throw some stuff out on video. Things I've been doing this morning. I'm going to do this from over here, and I'm working on taking the wheels off the grinder. I want to get to where I can clean it up. And let's see. I think this is right hand. That worked pretty darn good. I'll just try and grab my electric impact wrench right there and just sort of pull all this off. There's wheel bushings. Paper stuck to them because it's been in there, and these are like steel bushings, but that there's sort of stuck. I'll just like the bushings herself, what was on the grinding wheels. And see, that's keyed and it slipped off. It's pinned. I thought it was pinned where it would come. There it is. There we go. I'll get the other side. I'm working on the tag this morning, and so I painted it, and so now mine's going to have some trouble because my tag wasn't perfect. There's little dents in it, but I'm going to get this thing pretty good, and it does work. It's going to be a little slow process, if you'll see. And see, you really need a good flat tag, and I'm having to do mine because the tag is just not quite flat. I'm going to have to be patient with it. In case you're wondering, Harbor Freight welding tables make paint tables too. You know, I keep this one stored outside because I have shop space premium. If these tables would fold up a little smaller, it'd be nice. I could keep it behind the lathe or something. And I may work on that in a later date. Maybe take that set of bolts out and fix some pins or something where it could fold up. I store it out in the lean-to. So what I've done is I got an old towel rag. It's pretty nasty, so I'm going to get ready to pitch it anyway. And I'm going to cover the table, and then we'll primer. The base is up there right now first. One of the things we discovered, these are the original, the ones that was on the grinder. Wheel supports. This is the outer, and I'll reach over here and this is one of the inners. And a lot of the grinders I've seen done had aluminum die cast ones. These are stamped steel. Now, I don't know if these are the original Baldors or if they'd been put on there off of another grinder or what. So I'm debating. The problem for me is I don't have a key. What I might do in my case is line them up and take the end mill and just mill me a slot for it's just nothing but a pin. So I could probably do that with the mill. So I've got a piece of aluminum here, just happens to be the right diameter. So I'm going to thinking very seriously, if I could get it in the lathe to face the one end off and saw me out some blanks. Sometimes you just get lucky. And I was checking my junk pile where I bought stuff over the years, and I just happen to have a piece of aluminum the correct size. So I'm going to go ahead and saw me out 4 of these, and the reason I'm sawing them out is, again, I went over on the lathe and checked, and even at the finished length with my jaws turned around, I'll still be able to get to this the way I need to. So I'm sawing 4 pieces of aluminum now. I'm not going to start on these today, but I'll have them ready to make the spaces. So that's the plan. I'm just working on a bunch of different things today, and just because I got to. So when I changed my quick change blocks, these particular 3 tools here, I have made them, quite honestly, I'll tell you the truth, I made these and I made them a little loose because the other block was so dang difficult. Now the regular tool blocks is no problem, but the ones this one I've made is. So I got these over here at the vise, and I'm going to weld up the dovetail here, and then I'm going to remachine it. And I'm going to do that in a little bit. Also, I'm in the process of taking my jaws off, and I'm going to clean them. And that's the one other thing. When I worked for Eaton, we trained a lot of people. If you notice, I'm using a t-shirt. What I do a lot of times is, I admit I'm a little stingy. So let me see if I can camera set here on the GoPro mount a second. Okay, and let me turn this up. And I admit sometimes I'm a bit of a stingy person, so a lot of times what happens is old t-shirts, they get stained, torn, or old, and I've got a lot of older ones. I tend to wear some here in the shop, obviously. So I'm going to, so one of the things I do is use them for rags. But the thing I was going to talk about is when you turn your jaws or take your chuck jaws off, if you're not in the habit of it, if you do your own, any machining yourself, if you're not in the habit of it, always clean them. I used to wipe them, blow them, whatever. Just make sure you clean them. I worked for 40 years at Eaton, and I trained a lot of people who wasn't machinists to make parts. And the hardest thing that you could get through people's head, is the simplest thing in the world to do, is to clean your chuck jaws and clean your stuff. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I don't think it's really that important. But that's just something that you really just need to do. Clean stuff up. So we're in the shop today, and we're just working around, and I'll probably just throw a video together somewhere along the way with some of this crap in it. The saws are running for the paint's drying on the Baldor motor. So we're just hanging out, doing some stuff. That's not Jim Bollinger work, but that'll do for a damn country boy who ain't no welder. All I'm doing is welding one side, and all I'm going to do is put all these in the mill eventually, and it may not be today, and just remill just basically remill the dovetail and everything. And I might even touch the top there. I need to probably weld the top a little more. So I'm just welding the one side up to fix it. Ever heard the old saying, you start one thing and you end up doing about 3 others at the same time? Well, today is one up. To do this, I need to get in there to face this off. Well, I really just don't have a good dedicated weld. I could if I hadn't be welding up my deburr tool. See, I can't get in there with this, which I normally use. But I have a tool. I got a left-hand trigon that I've made up. And the problem is, I just need clearance right here. So now, you notice this in the mill vise, so you guess what I'm fixing to do. I'm going to tell you, I love my milling cutter. I'm going to get me some speed up. Size of this. I ain't even got to measure the vise one. This is just an eyeball deal. So we're going to actually make a clearance. I think you've seen me do this before. aggressive. I ain't holding it much. Better ease up on cutting. I'm not going to bore you with all of this. I'm just going to take a couple of cuts to show you what I'm doing. Then I'm going to get down close to the finish. Almost ready to cut it this other direction where I can stand away from it. So let me just go ahead and go across it one more time and set it, and I'll bring you back. I'm taking fairly light cuts, about 50,000 at a time. These tool holders are fairly tough to feel. And all I'm doing is I'm just making clearance. Where the insert pocket is, unless I take the insert out, which I really don't want to do, I'm going to probably go down a little more where I'm at. I need as much clearance in there as I can get. I can still, I got a 1/4 inch. I can still go another 100 thou and still be safe. I'm taking 50,000 cuts, so I just want to make sure, I've got a good 1/4 inch there, so I can go some more. Well, as other people say, go back to sleep. We'll be back. So you see how much clearance I want a little more to get in there with. You'll see I'm getting real close to the insert pocket here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the angle and come back and mill some more off in here. Now you can see what I was trying to do here. Now, this particular piece of aluminum is crooked, really crooked. So what we've done is we just made this up a little. You hear the saw still running over there. I'm cutting up the other pieces. The saw is running. Get the WD-40 shook up here today. Get my Melissa and Doug cup out here today. That's my Melissa and Doug cup, by the way. Those are, that's another way to paint. You can hear the saw running in the background, by the way. Now, first things first, I'm going to try to face this off. So I'm going to get some speed in. I don't know what I got in here. C3. I'm going to stick with 800. I'm thinking that's going to be, I'm at C3 at 600. Let's go to A3 for about 800 for some aluminum this morning. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, we're running. some. So that was the theory. We're trying to take a little at a time. Trying to get this here particular stuff was crooked. You've seen it was crooked. Yeah, and it wasn't my sawing now. I got one of my own pups running here. So yeah, I've got clearance. It's one thing to be careful about. Truck drivers like that have clearance. All I'm doing right now is trying to get this tool holder, get these cups spaced up. That's what I'm going to work on. These are going to be my grind wheels for my Baldor when I'm done. So I'm missing one, and everything's made out of stamped steel, and that just don't get it. So I decided I'd just make some, so hang loose.